One place the debate on whether to legalize same-sex marriage is raging is within the church. There has been staunch opposition to the bill from religious groups. Some even petitioned the D.C. Board of Elections and Ethics to approve a public vote instead of sending the bill straight to Congress. Reverend Patrick Walker, who chairs the task force against same-sex marriage, says D.C. residents should have the right to vote.
Why in the world would a council disenfranchise the citizens even more? Go against the will of the people? I mean, I think it's appalling.
But not all religious leaders are opposed to the idea. About 200 churches formed a group called D.C. Clergy United for Marriage Equality in support of same-sex marriage. Reverend Amy Butler heads the group. She says her congregation already dealt with the issue internally, so it was only natural to speak up about it.
We need our voices to be heard here. We won't be patrons of discrimination anymore.
For the church, much of the debate over same-sex marriage has to do with theology. Should members of the faith evolve to a more progressive way of thinking on the issue, or stand on the traditional scriptures that have been taught for years? Reverend Amy Butler says her views changed when she counseled gay members of her church who were suicidal and felt that God didn't love them.
And that was in complete conflict with my understanding of who Jesus was and what Jesus came to teach us about loving God and loving each other.
Reverend Patrick Walker says he will stand on the principles he learned from childhood.
We pick and choose what the Bible says and what we're going to accept. Because if I can't use what God says and forbids against homosexuality, but I can use what God says about love.
He says it just doesn't make sense. Gays who are spiritual are left with questions regarding their faith and sexual orientation. At a town hall meeting, many had an opportunity to vent.
How can I be GLBT and still not ostrich and still go to church at the same time? How can I serve